What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be addressing a few problems going on with the front of my F800 GS. The first one is that the brake discs need replacing. They're both at a little over 4.5 millimeters, and you're supposed to replace them once they're at spec or below, which is 4.5. So I'm going to do that and replace the brake pads. And then I'm going to address this problem that's been bugging me for a while, which is the notched fork head bearing. So you can see how bad the problem is on my bike, just if I move the wheel, and you can see it just centers itself, which is really bad, and I can feel it when I move the steering, and that's because of the notching. Not so great. So I got some new parts, and I will install them. At this point, I'd really very much want a garage. I've gone to my leasing office several times here in Napa, but they every time seem to be disorganized. They can't find the garage availability in their system, and it's just not working out. It would have also cost me an additional $1,000 per month, and those garage spaces are not as big as you'd hope them to be. As a disclaimer, this should be performed by a professional mechanic. I was able to complete the job, but it was not without a lot of struggle and learning experiences. I learned the hard way that you should definitely disconnect your battery when the battery is exposed. The hardest task was surely replacing the steering head bearings in the headstock. The lower steering head bearing is seated really tightly at the bottom of the headstock. It requires a lot of effort to punch it out and to seat it correctly. The King Tony pin punch that Jocke Selin used in his video has been off of the market for like a year now. It has the perfect size pin punch in it, but here in the US, I couldn't find the right one. I needed an 18mm long and 4mm diameter pin punch. In the end, I converted a slightly larger pin punch by sanding down the metal so it could fit through the pin punch holes. I also would have liked something like a PVC pipe with the correct diameter to seat the new bearing correctly without putting nicks in the headstock, which unfortunately there are some that weren't there before now. Another thing you'll see me trying here is to de-rust the pinch bolts on the front by the wheel. and I was trying this trick out that I saw where you remove the rust and then you heat it up with a blowtorch and then you dip it in used oil. This ended up not working out as well as I hoped because it's now a month later and the rust kind of returned, but I feel like it added a little bit of protective coating. Other than everything I've mentioned, things have been going great. I really like how it steers now. It's really smooth, it's like new, and I learned a lot. I'm just like really glad with how things turned out in the end.